Birthdays. We always adore a birthday day. So I'm going to tell you about how we've done it in our class with our little group and kind of how we align it to the rhythm within our rhythm. All right, so on a birthday week, we integrate some preparations and then we build up to our birthday day. So we typically celebrate the child's birthday on day 3 of our time together that week. So wherever their birthday is, we do our celebration on day 3 because it gives us time to, as a class, prepare for that child. Because what we want to do, especially in a group, is we want to get all the children thinking about their friend, preparing the anticipation for the birthday celebration, and it makes it really special. So on a birthday week, I would actually replace our baking day recipe with a cupcake recipe. And I do have a cupcake recipe that I have used with child's portions and everything, so I think I will add that to our additional resources in our recipe support section, so you can have that recipe because it is a really lovely one. So on that baking day, we would make cupcakes. So we're already thinking ahead. Someone's birthday we're gonna celebrate tomorrow. So our baking day that week, we would be baking our birthday cupcakes. Then on day 3, we would have our birthday celebration. So of course, this means we would be foregoing some of the activities for that seasonal activity. So that's where anytime there's a break week, we would fill in some of those things as well. For our morning activity, of course, typically on a painting day, our morning activity is going to be crayons. So we take our drawing time and we make it about the birthday child. So before this day, I would take any leftover watercolor paintings I have, those beautiful wet on wet watercolor paintings of 1 or 2 colors, and I would cut those up into little card size with those little rounded corners about this size. And so I'd have a little stack of blank painted watercolor paper out on the table, and we would have our crayons. When the birthday child arrives, they would get their crown. You can either just use a silk crown or you can felt one your own. I've made felted birthday crowns for my own children, but for the classroom, I would always use a Sarah Silk's birthday crown and then tie their silk around their neck so they have their cape and crown so that they feel really special. And then that morning, we would spend time together making birthday cards for our friend. So all the children would be drawing little pictures and creating a little stack of birthday cards that then we would tuck away to save to get ready for them. Then when we come to circle time, we of course do a birthday circle. So I would still typically integrate some of our normal circle time activities for that week, but then we would have the birthday child sit in the middle and we would all join hands and sing happy birthday as we walk around them and sing, and it's just very special. You can either choose to sing the traditional happy birthday song or Nathaniel's. We've done both, honestly, because a lot of children are more familiar with the traditional birthday song, so it's fun to really get everyone singing along. But of course, Nathaniel's happy birthday song is so sweet and really gives us a chance to say we love you. So we'll hold hands, we'll sing a birthday song around the child as they sit and just soak it in. And then of course, everyone takes turns giving them big hugs. And then we'll come to the table. If I still want to do any themed lesson that day, I would, but sometimes I would just make it just birthday day. So we would have them sit down and then we would have everyone gather the little cards, and then we would have them each say something special that they love about that birthday child or a special memory they have, and they would each one by one go and take their little stack of birthday cards to their friend and give them a hug and tell them that they love them and we're so happy that they are here and we're so happy to have them as our friend. So we would go around and share our memories and share our birthday cards, and then it would be time for birthday story and then cupcakes. So I would bring out the birthday ring, and I did see some questions about how do you use this birthday ring. So for the birthday ring, we put as many candles, of course, as the child is turning. So if they're turning 5, we would have 5 candles, and then in the rest of the spaces, we would just use little decorations that make us think about them. So maybe their favorite little animals or colors, or it can just be general little decorations just to make it really fun and festive. So I'd place the birthday ring in front of them, and then I would tell their birthday story. Now I do have some tips on this in our curriculum, but a birthday story is really, really sweet. And you can introduce it however way you'd like, but the really special part is really honoring each year of the child's life. So of course, in a classroom setting, I would get in touch with their parents, like, okay, can you tell me a few fun details for each year of their life? So I would say, whoever the child is each year, they were born, and you can see in our curriculum kind of the introduction, this is an over the rainbow bridge story. And I typically say, many years ago, this child was not here on earth. They were up in the clouds dancing, and You can make it as much or as little as you want. Some people don't love the Rainbow Bridge story. I think it's charming. And then they slid over the Rainbow Bridge into Mommy's tummy, and on a warm, cozy autumn afternoon, they were born. And you can give a few little details of their birth if you'd like. And then when they were a baby, they learned to crawl. They had their first food, which was avocado. They went to a trip to see Grandma, and then they turned 1 year old, and I would light the first candle. And then when they were 1 year old, they did this and this, and they learned to walk, and they learned to do this, and just pick really special parts of each year of their life. And then they turned 2 years old. So you just get to go around each year of their life, honoring the things they did that year, the milestones they met, and all of their cherished memories as they turn. And then of course, and then they turned 5, and then, or whatever they're turning, and then you can sing happy birthday again. And it's always really, really exciting. And then serve the birthday cupcakes. Of course, they get the first choice. And then we eat and share and just enjoy. And it is a really, really sweet time. So the birthday stories are always very beloved. Of course, you can alter those however you wish, but they're really fun. Use of a birthday ring, and just to really spend the whole day thinking about the birthday child, and really honoring their life and honoring how grateful we are for them in our lives, and that they know that they are so loved.